Welcome. This is the Data Talks podcast. Actually, this is our first episode. We're excited to be here. The thought behind the podcast was really to talk about data on a podcast on a consistent basis. We thought it'd be a good idea to start this up, and some of the general topics that we'll be talking about is different data tools, different data visualizations, and we're going to bring in guests of like owners of companies, CEOs, which I'm really excited about to have a bunch of these cool guests on. I have an awesome guest here today. I'll introduce him in a second, but I just want to give you guys an idea of what we're going to be covering. And you are welcome to join the podcast. We will have an email that you can email us if you're interested in joining. We are both sitting in Minneapolis, Minnesota. What is it, about 8 degrees today or something?
8 degrees.
Yeah.
Feels like negative something.
Yeah. Yeah. So why don't we talk about today is going to be marketing and data. So I think this is a good transition for you, Raheem, to introduce yourself, your company, what you do, and we can get started.
Yeah, absolutely. So hello, I'm Raheem. I have been working with Tyler for the past couple of months now and helping him with his marketing, doing some local ads, doing some content, and helping him attract more clients to his business. I had a marketing agency for almost 3 years now. I've been a freelancer before that. And basically I've had a good amount of success working with different businesses, working with different high-profile clients, and helping them get more business through their companies and through their personal brands. So I decided to come back here recently and help out local businesses with all the tools that I've learned and all the skills that I've learned online throughout the past 3 years. I've been using data in a lot of the decisions that I've made. I honestly should be using it a lot more decisions that I make.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to honestly learn more from Tyler and pick his brain on to see like how he uses data for different marketing companies. And I think this will be really valuable for a lot of marketing companies out there.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Thanks, Raheem.
Oh, of course.
Thanks for being here. Yeah. I just have to say, like, I can vouch for Raheem. He's amazing. And what he says he'll do, he'll get it done. I know recently we have an ad out there that it's just crushing, and it's not costing that much money. Thank you for that.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, it was fun. Working with Raheem is fun as well, but he's very professional, so it's a mix of both.
Thank you. Try to blend it well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We have a good time, and we're actually going to get, you guys don't care, but we're going to get probably breakfast after this.
Yeah, excited for that as well. But we're talking about like modern marketing now. Obviously, the landscape has changed from like the past like 10, 20 years. Where do you see like the role in data in marketing? Like from marketing agencies and how they should be utilizing it.
Yeah, that's a great question. So I'm trying to get back to the basics, right? So if you're a marketing agency, it's getting to the point where most likely if you're manually doing your processes now, let's just keep it really simple. Let's just say you're doing all of your data, you're bringing it into Excel, which is probably I can't really think of any other like tool that you would be manually doing stuff off the top of my head. But Excel has its limits, right? It is.
Oh, yeah.
What I love about Excel, though, I'm not going to harp on it too bad, but our ad does.
Yeah.
But it's great to prove out concepts, right? Like I call it like proof of concept. You get, let's just say you're your marketing agency, you're just getting going. Yeah, use Excel. Like just get it going. Get some KPIs and see some trends. But as you scale, you really need like an automated process, right? Like you need to, as a marketing agency, you need to be focusing on what you're good at, marketing and strategy for your clients. That is what you need to focus on. Yes, you should understand the data. Honestly, some of these agencies are spending a whole week on just putting all this data together.
Right.
Now, what data is out there in like modern marketing? And it's evolving, but it's getting better. And what I mean by better, we're getting better access to this data. For example, I think which is pretty hot right now is like Instagram. If you're a small business, actually any size business, but we'll just keep it to, because we're focusing on marketing agencies today. So let's say you have 50 clients, right? Each one of those clients has their own data. What I mean by that is they have their own Facebook business meta data, which includes what, Raheem? It's going to be Instagram,
Facebook.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the main for Meta.
What we do we're just gonna focus quickly on just these two companies, but there's obviously more, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But like these companies have so much data, right? Impression data. Actually, I'm gonna have you dive into this, but maybe why don't you talk about some of the data that's in these systems?
Yeah.
What is it, like cost per click?
Yeah, cost per click. If you're doing ads, like, yeah, how many people just view it? Impressions.
Yep.
From there, how many people view it past 3 seconds? They have that metric. They have how many people watch the whole entire video. You got saves, shares, comments, all these different metrics that are just all, you can put them all into engagement, but there's just so much different data attributes that you can get from one platform, and then you spread that across from Instagram, Facebook, X, Twitter, TikTok, doing all those different metrics. And I feel like as a marketing agency, I have a hard time looking into each analytics too, because everyone shares their data differently.
Yep.
I think, like, how do you handle that? Like, with all these different companies you work with, do you help them put all their data into one place? Do you help them basically read and interpret their data better? And how do you do that?
All of the above, right?
Yeah.
So we have a solid team here of architects, developers. Actually, we have some UX designers, but the question was like, how do you deal with all this data you're bringing in? And it can become overwhelming, right? As you grow as a marketing company, it's a lot. We just need to get your data from your clients.
Yeah.
Just most of them are, you sign like an NDA and say, yep, you guys can have the data. And what we'll do is we'll just, the most difficult step is just grabbing it all and putting it in one spot. That's a big step. Once you get that going, that's where we can get really creative and fun. That's where we can join your different data sets, right? Maybe you have Facebook, Instagram, Google, and you can help us. We like to do more of a custom feel for you. We have recommendations, right? We have marketing architects that can provide you some ideas, but we also want you to drive some of those decisions. So we bring the data all in, clean it up, right? Because there's going to be some weird stuff going on. There always is with data. If you're a data engineer, you know what I'm talking about. But we'll bring it in, right? Just bring it in, centralize it, and then we have a process called ETL. There's also ELT. It's extract, load, transform, or extract, transform, load. I am more of a fan, and what we recommend is ELT. So extract, load it. So just get it in raw, bring it in, and then transform it. That's what I recommend. What we recommend as a company. If you disagree otherwise, we can also go ETL. But just getting it in one spot. I know I keep harping on that, but that is a big step. Once you get there, that's where we can add your business logic. What are you looking for a marketing agency? So maybe you, if you don't mind, Raheem, diving into, if you're a marketing agency, what am I looking for in that data?
Yeah. ROI is like the biggest thing, I would say, for a lot of these data companies. Like, if you can prove the ROI from this data and get it all into one place and prove the value of the data as well. Hey, this is getting good engagement. This is getting engagement from the right people. I think if you can prove that and put it all into one place in a nice, clean format to share with your clients, I think that is huge. It is honestly game-changing.
Yes.
I really like that.
Yep.
Yeah. So you already talked about handling with a couple issues, dealing with Excel. Like, people do manual work. I know I'm a victim of that. I use Excel more than I should, and I should automate that, honestly. And then putting data into one place. What have you seen from marketing agencies outside of that? Are those the main two issues, or are there other issues that come out from marketing agencies as well?
So we'll keep it simple. Like, usually the common case is you outgrow Excel. I don't know what the maximum row number is now, but that's one. It could be on someone's, yes, I know there's the cloud and you could put an Excel spreadsheet in the cloud. You probably get pretty far, but it's not really long term. So some of the problems they're facing is just, like I said, you're a marketing agency. You should focus on marketing and strategy. You're not saying you can't learn, but
Why should we not focus on the cloud? What do you say?
Yeah. Oh, like focusing on Excel and cloud?
Yeah.
It's just too much to manage, and you're going to get a headache and get frustrated. Yeah, you want to get that data somewhat automated, bring it in, then you can do the cool stuff. So, yeah, hopefully that answers your question.
Yeah. Would you recommend being more focused on the cloud, or having your data more focused on the hard drive, or on a location base nearby?
Yeah, this might be a hot topic, but I think if you want speed, you want, hey, Tyler, our clients, a lot of times marketing clients are demanding more analytics on their data and what are campaigns. Your marketing agency, let's push campaign, let's spend money here. The clients want to be able to dig in and see what's going on.
Right.
If you want speed, like cloud just can be the way to go because it takes 2 seconds to. We have tools we recommend to sign up for a platform that we're talking about, right? Like capturing, the storing, writing business logic, displaying that in a fun, interactive dashboard. And the cool thing about cloud is it makes it even easier to share it with your clients, right? So the thought is you have all the knowledge, you have all the data at the marketing agency. Now what? You can use it internally, which is cool, right? You can slice and dice the data. Oh, when we recommended spending money here in Minneapolis in this exact little spot, how did that do? Right? Like you as a marketing agency, you can analyze that. Oh, that's working really well. We're going to recommend this for our clients. Right?
Yeah.
And then once you do that, then you can provide, this is what's just exciting too, is you could sell as a marketing agency. You could be like, okay, if you want, we can send you, include in your package, you can do it however you want, but include in your package, you get an email once a month on kind of your performance. Even better, you could have a live dashboard. You could sell them that. You can upsell it, whatever makes sense, or build it in your pricing, whatever.
Love that. You can automate that.
So they could log in, see like their data that we've put together, and they can click around, and they're going to ask you questions, which is cool. So you keep that open line of communication between marketing agencies and clients.
Yeah.
I think it's really fun. It's a lot of work, but it's pretty cool once you get rolling. And then there's, I'm not an expert in this topic, but there's called market attribution that has involved a lot of data and matching data. That's another topic. We'll probably bring an expert for that, to be honest.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Yeah, like data's everything.
Yeah.
And if you want to make good decisions at the end 100%. Of the day. So.
No, I think, having that like monthly report that you can send to clients and have that be automated, I think that can help with like customer retention for these marketing agencies. Like they can visually go ahead and go see like month by month, okay, what's going on here? What's the winning and what's not? Yeah. And I feel like if you can customize that to like share the outcomes they want to see, I think that's huge. Yes. And it keeps them informed, it keeps them calm and less on edge and less having to either reach out to you or you having to reach out to them and share the data and dig into it and do all that mess. That's it. That saves a lot of time. That's a really good thing.
And if you're a client of this marketing agency, easing their nerves on like, we've spent $5,000 on this campaign. What's going on? You could actually have that analytics for you and be like, look at the impressions. It's going up like crazy. This is a great investment for you. Like,
absolutely.
Let's do it again, or let's spend more money in that same spot. So, anyways.
And then you can see that year by year on like how that impacts your business. Yep. So I think that's really big.
Yep.
Very cool. Okay. So, for marketing agencies right now, if they had to do some actionable steps that they could do before, let's say, speaking with you, their data consulting company, what could they do to right now that could help them either prep for getting a data consultant or to make their data more efficient?
Prep and make their data more efficient. Prep, it's always great to bring us sample data, right? We like to go this process of building a proof of concept. We want to build you something that is useful and you can see it in action, right? It's not just like the old days of IT, throw a bunch of business requirements and then a month later we return. No, we're going to build you a proof of concept, make sure you like it, all that. So the prep work, sample data, right? Give me some sample data from Instagram. Give me some sample data from Facebook. This might be a good time to talk about other source systems like Google Analytics.
SEO.
I mean, there's all kinds of different marketing data out there, right? I mean, you could have Spotify data. Actually, we're talking to somebody that wants to pull Spotify data. So it's like stuff like that. Like we could, honestly, on this podcast, we could pull this data. And we probably should. Yeah. We're going to do it. 100%. Like these different platforms. Bring us the sample files, right? I recommend bringing us your highest priority. So maybe you bring us like 3 sample files. Instagram, Facebook, maybe Spotify.
Yeah.
Just keep it easy.
Yeah, the most important ones to you.
Yep. Yeah. Let us build your proof of concept and then the efficiency stuff, right? Yeah. That's what we talk about next. So once we, prove out like this is what we can do, we can automate this. That's where it gets super efficient, right? So that week, maybe you had an analyst or somebody senior on your team putting together that report. It's going to take some time. Yeah. We'll get you there. Usually, like you start to see value 4 to 6 weeks, somewhere in there. I mean, maybe faster if we have done a lot of prep work. But once you get this flowing,
Yeah.
honestly, if we get it right in the beginning, you'll have a report that can update for sure daily, but we can tweak those to have a report update close to real time, maybe every 15 minutes.
Love it.
It really depends on how much you want to refresh, but on the minimum, daily. So you could have that week's worth of work done in overnight for you on the computer, and it's ready to go at 8 a.m.
Okay.
Start your workday. So that's
Amazing.
the efficiency of it, right? So somebody could be spending 40 hours putting together a report,
Right.
whatever their pay is. Now the computer will do it for them, and this person could now focus on strategy or whatever you want them to focus on this report, right? So,
Right. Are there some, just out of curiosity, are there some like old school, like really old school methods you still see out there where you're like,
Yeah.
how the heck are you still doing this? Like, you should be able to do that. And maybe people are still doing some old school methods that are marketing agencies right now. I have no idea.
Right.
Yeah. What examples of those methods that you see? I know you already mentioned Excel
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah. Excel's one, CSV. Now, I don't want to be like negative because you've gotten very far from where you're at.
Yeah.
Our goal is just to remove some of these pain points, right? So what are some examples? Excel, we've had some people have to copy data out of a PDF.
That's a nightmare.
Yeah, and copy and paste. We've seen one of your software vendors is only giving you data once a month, and you got to scramble and put it together. And we'll help with those conversations with the software companies. They usually have an API. Some sort of data share agreement. Like I said, like these software companies are getting better at sharing. They're all going that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, copy and paste. I don't know. There's just so many CSV, Excel, PDF, flat files, just a straight up text file you get.
It's a document.
Yeah, just a document. Yeah. This is actually a good topic. Once, we want to receive data, like, if you're a marketing agency, you want to receive the data raw. What I mean by that is, I don't want the vendors sending you aggregated data. Like, if they send you a report, that's not really going to work. No, it's not. You just want the raw data. So,
right. You want everything there. Just the digits, the numbers, have it be labeled, and then you can interpret it with how you will.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's, some examples we've seen. It's pretty common. So,
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, very cool. So now I'm curious. AI has been entering the scene like pretty massively.
Yeah.
Like, how have you seen? Honestly, everyone uses ChatGPT now, multiple times a day.
Yeah.
How have you seen people use, especially in data marketing, use their data in data marketing, and what do you recommend people do with AI?
AI and marketing.
AI and marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, great question. I'm pretty passionate about this, but we need to focus. Let's just get your data.
Yeah.
Bring it into a centralized spot. Then, once it's there, clean it, get it ready.
Yeah.
I don't care what AI you use, you have to do that part.
Right.
That's crucial. And you really don't, let's just say this. I doubt your clients are going to like this. Do you want your clients, either you tell them or you're not, or you're copying their data, throwing it into ChatGPT. ChatGPT is learning, and it ain't free. They're taking your data and what you're doing with the data, and they probably are storing the data somewhere. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't know what you think.
You're giving them permission to all of your clients' data.
Yeah.
Yeah, which they probably didn't give you permission to do, but you're using ChatGPT to help, do whatever with it.
It's not good practice.
No.
I'll just tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Especially, we can dive into this more if you have HIPAA-compliant medical data. But let's just go back to AI and ChatGPT and some AI. So you bring it in, keep it internal. Don't put it out there anywhere. ChatGPT, I know there's different ones. Now X has an AI too. Bring it in, let's clean it and get it ready for AI. Now we're talking. We got the data in. This is what I recommend too. What do you want AI to know? What do you not want it to know? So what we can do, I'll just talk about Data Up Consulting. We'll do that for you. We'll bring it in, we'll clean it, get it ready to go. You tell us, okay, I want the AI exposed to this column. And then it gets really fun. Then you can start asking it questions. Right now, what I've seen working pretty good now is like AI chat, right?
Yeah.
So what you're doing, you're just talking to the data set on the keyboard, right? You're asking it questions like...
Interesting. And the AI is trained on the data you give it.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
Isn't that cool?
That's super cool.
So, that's what's exciting. And you could just ask it, like, what campaign is working best for this client.
Yeah.
This client is what kind of different clients do you have? Maybe you can just say industry specific.
So industry specific, like I work with some construction companies, work with apps.
Yes.
Data.
Yeah.
Let me think here. Some salon owners,
Yeah.
salons type of stuff, car detailing, stuff like that. Restaurants.
Yeah.
Yeah. All these different types of industries. And I feel like they all have their own unique ways. I feel like it's interesting. A lot of the industries I'm seeing too, outside of just like marketing, like when you're a marketing client, you're working with a lot of different industries and they're trying to get data, more and more data into their industry. Like when you work with restaurants, they start to do QR codes that they try to scan just so they can get the data of the customer and try to figure out, okay, who's coming to our restaurant? How do we attract more of these people?
Yeah.
For construction, it's just like for running ads, for showing content. They're starting to do more and more of that and using their current client list to go ahead and expand to that.
Yes.
So I think, basically,
yeah,
do a bunch of different things. I feel like everyone uses their data in their own type of unique ways.
Yes.
And with marketing, it's challenging because you're not only doing data for marketing, you're trying to interpret it for all these different types of clients you're working with too.
Yeah.
So I think that kind of gives the benefit of working with the consultant and like trying to figure out, okay, how do we work with all these different industries outside of just classifying our own.
Right.
So I think that could be the challenge. And that's what I found to be challenging initially, and how to interpret the data differently for each person. So
yeah. And full circle with the AI.
Yeah.
That's why I asked you what industries. It's like, let's just pick restaurant industry. We all go to restaurants. If you're an owner, you're probably wondering, okay, this marketing campaign that, let's just say, Raheem and his team put together, what is working?
Right.
Like you could ask it, what is AI? What marketing strategy has worked the best for us and the highest return on investment? You can ask it that question. The data that put together for it will answer it.
That's crazy.
As best as it can. AI is new and it's still, I don't know if it's in an infancy stage, but it's starting to get some traction. Mm-hmm. But there's just a lot of work that's done behind the scenes that you got to do to get the AI to work properly.
Post-infancy phase.
Yeah.
It's a step ahead. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Still building, but it's doing some incredible things right now. Cool. As you look into like the future a little bit, what do you think like marketers should be in mind with when it comes to their data? Like what should they plan for? What should they think as AI becomes a bigger thing, as data becomes even more important?
Yeah.
And all these industries. What do you see coming up here? What do you kind of predict?
Yeah, predict as in what they should be doing, or predict kind of how decisions are made.
Predict what do you see coming, and how marketers should prepare.
What I just said, the AI stuff.
AI stuff. Okay.
Yeah, that's what they should be preparing. If you're not bringing your data in a centralized spot now, start now.
Yeah.
Today, give us a call.
Right. Absolutely.
We'll help you, or we'll give you a consultation, right? My goal is to just help these companies. You're going to be left behind if you ain't going to start pulling in data and bringing it into a centralized spot. That's crucial. That's just the starting step. So I think the future is that for marketing agencies, they're going to have to be data-centric, and you're going to have to invest in your data.
Yeah, 100%. Because it seems like from what I'm getting from you too is not only is it important, okay, ChatGPT is doing really well, you should also have enough data to have like your own ChatGPT to make inferences out of. Yes. And I think that is huge.
Yes.
Like, and you need a lot of data for that.
Yes.
And that is the future.
Yes.
Because if you're able to have all that data, you can make more inferences faster.
Yep.
Yeah, for future predictions. Yep. So I think that's, you touched on that, and I think that's huge.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's going to get crazy.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
It's going to be cool, though, because you're going to be this sweet marketing agency. You got all this data, and you trained your AI models. This is your proprietary baby, right? This is your data warehouse. This is your AI.
Yeah.
It'll be cool. I'm excited.
Absolutely.
I don't think this is a hot topic, too, with AI.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to replace jobs, but I think it's going to make you more efficient at your job.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, someone's got to make a decision somewhere. So,
do you think that? So I know there's already like a race for data for all these big tech skills.
Yeah.
Do you think even for the smaller companies?
Yeah.
Do you think there's also a race for data even though we're not really seeing it right now. Because, like you said, like the faster you get that data, the more able you are to use AI to predict things,
Yep.
to make inferences on things. So there is like a little bit of a race, at least from what I'm seeing, to get that data, even if people aren't seeing it. Do you think that's the case? And do you think that people have to be like more aware of that?
Yes. Great. Yeah. We're seeing a lot of companies, small to medium, that really just, they realize it now. Yeah. They've outgrown their Excel spreadsheets. They're expanding. We want you to grow. We want you to be able to scale. We want you to be able, let's just hypothetically, you have 50 clients now. Well, let's get you to 500. Right. How are you going to get from 50 to 500? You have
to know.
You got to automate some stuff. You got to know your audience. You got to give your marketing sales team demos. There's all kinds of fun stuff we can do for an agency. And
absolutely.
Yeah, sorry, I went a little tangent there, but I see the enterprise, large, huge marketing agencies. I don't know of any. Do you know of any that are like really like huge out there that obviously they're going to have this technology? Now, if you're small to medium, you need to invest now.
Like Deloitte, like it's like the most massive one, I would say. One of them, McKinsey and those type of companies, I would say. Yep. They're at the top level, but then
they're doing it.
Yeah, they're doing it.
They got their own data warehouse. They have all the tech. So if you're small, medium, you want to grow, you might as well start now.
Yeah, 100%. Like I feel like starting now is the safest bet for future proofing your business as we get more and more. Like data becomes more and more important. It may not even seem important to like the smaller, medium-sized businesses right now, but it's super important now. I think I actually do think so. Yeah. Even just talking with you right now. Yeah, actually. Like as AI progresses, like everyone, like we need to know your customers, know your data, and know everything that goes on in your business, and have that be trackable. Yeah. That'll help you make the best decision for the future.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
Come up with a process, right? A new client, okay, we need these data connections, no exceptions. If you're not going to give us those data connections, we can't give you the best service, right? Yeah. It'll make things work, but you can come up with a process, and then we can.
I love it.
Talk more about that.
Very cool. Talk a little bit about your company then, like Data Up Consulting.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you guys do to help with data and help companies?
Yes. We started 2021, right? Pretty close, pretty risky, right? With COVID and stuff, but it was a great time to start it. When I started the company, the thought was, all right, we're a data company. We are going to focus on data. We're not your overall IT consulting shop. Oh yeah, we can do .NET, we can do data. You probably can. You probably have really good architects, but my team and the company as a whole, we're focusing on data. Yeah. And specifically pulling data in, like I said, back to the basics, ETL, data warehousing, reporting. Right. Very good at it. Very confident we can deliver what you want. Right. Tailored custom solutions for your business, right? So that's in a nutshell what we do. Yeah, and it's exciting because we're in this age of data and AI. So and we are right in the middle of it, and we are implementing solutions for clients. So it is fun.
Yeah, no, this is fun. I think this is a great talk, and I think there's a lot of cool stuff in here for a lot of marketing companies too. Yeah. To learn from, and I think great job, honestly.
Yeah,
talking about it, because I even learned a lot about it too, especially with using AI and like how to use like putting the data together and how important actually data is for the future. Yes. I think, it's insane. Right. So we got to be aware of it. And we got to take into account now, because otherwise other people will. So
they will, and they will be steps ahead of you. Right. Yeah. Exactly. It's just gonna move faster. So just get started now. That's all I have to say.
I can start now. Well, great talk.
Is there anything else, Raheem, that you had in mind that we want to talk about today?
I think that was all.
That was all? Okay.
Yeah, so far,
Cool. Yeah, maybe let's, here at the end, talk about what's coming. Absolutely. Maybe you can talk about how people can reach out to you for your marketing agency. Maybe real quick, I don't know if we dived into this, but I think Raheem should talk about this. Your video marketing is so cool, like super cool. Why don't you talk about that, talk how people can contact you, and then we'll wrap.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been doing a lot of video. That's my main expertise with this marketing agency is through video.
Yes.
And I've been doing a lot of podcasting. I worked with Oren Claff down in San Diego. He's a well-known author. And now working with Tyler here, helping him out with data and working out with a few other clients, helping them out with podcasting content, video content, making them basically working hard through the creative and through creativity, through the messaging.
Yes.
Into making people stand out.
Yep.
And the local area or wherever they want to be to their target market.
Yep.
And trying to really hone in, trying to make people focus and select the right people they want to attract and the service they want to provide, I think is the main important thing and the problems they want to solve.
Yes.
Like I'm helping good companies here, like Tyler, like he's doing great work with a lot of different data companies and I'm seeing it and I'm learning a lot even just from working with them. So it's kind of cool to see.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I've been doing this for the past 3 years so far and it's been phenomenal what I've been able to help other companies do. And yeah, helping others grow their business through fun, creative ways is the way I love to do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I can contest to that. Sorry, did you have anything else? I'll give you, I can contest to that. And then why don't I keep going and talk about how they can reach out to you. So.
Okay.
But I just have to say that, like I said, we recorded this video actually downtown Minneapolis. Hopefully you guys like the poster. If you don't, well, too bad.
Very nice.
Yeah, and we made some adjustments along the way, but we found it. Like I'm excited because I'm like, we got to reuse this formula, and we're going to
hit the nail on the head. This one's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm not. He has all the marketing strategy behind that, so you got to reach out to him on that. But
thank you.
Why I hired Raheem on and his team because I have exhausted my first network, and I am not a marketing expert, and I want him to deal with all that. I'm gonna, like I said, we're a data company. That's what we're gonna focus on. So, anyways, I wanted to give you a little plug there.
Awesome. Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Yeah, no. And for data, I'm going to, as my agency grows, I only have about 6 to 8 clients right now. But as I get to around that 15 to 20 mark, I am going to need data. So I'm going to reach out to Tyler, and I'm going to need this service and help my customer experience even better. And make more informed decisions and even make a chat GPT for myself is the goal. So I think that'll be fantastic. So how to contact me. My Instagram is Raheem Ishaque. And yeah, that's the best way to contact me, or raheem.ishaque@gmail.com.
Perfect.
Is the best place to contact me. What's the best place to contact you for your agency? I
would say if you need something right away, you can honestly reach out to my email, Tyler, Tyler, Shifflett, Shifflett, at dataupconsulting.com. That'll be your fastest way. If you find us on socials, that's fine too. Instagram, LinkedIn, you'll find us, Data Up Consulting. We're out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and we'll get back to you, and I'm excited to work with you. Yeah.
Yeah. What's to come? What can we expect from future episodes?
Thank you for asking that. Yes,
absolutely.
I don't want to forget about that. So, future episodes. I would love to bring in owners, CEOs, executives, and we're going to get all the way down to the architect level. But just anywhere in the organization where data is being touched, which is pretty much everyone now. But I think owners, CEOs, some of those groups that we'll be bringing in. Actually, I think we can announce it now. We're going to bring in a financial expert in the banking industry. He'll be on the next episode, and how he uses data. So, yeah. I think a mix of everything. I understand this is going to evolve as a podcast, but this is exciting stuff. So I think you'll really be looking forward to some of these guests. And if you want to be a guest, you can reach out to me directly with my email. Yeah. I think I'm excited.
Stuff.
Yeah, this is fun. We actually are recording this in Minneapolis, so this ain't no virtual remote
out of the Tyler's office.
This is the real deal. So I think with podcasts, what I love with guests is like it's a real conversation. It's raw and authentic, and doing it over Zoom and stuff is just not. Why do you think Joe Rogan's so popular? So anyways, that's another tangent, but.
I'm honored to be the first guest.
Well, cool, man.
So thank you.
Thanks for coming. What else do we want? If you want to share the podcast with your friends, go for it. He's our marketing expert. So what platforms can people find this podcast?
This will be on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple. Perfect. So those will be the 3 main ones. And
perfect.
Yeah. feel free to share and listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Yes. Subscribe. What do they always say?
Subscribe, follow, like.
5 stars.
5 stars.
Please.
Yeah, 5-star review. Yes. Leave an awesome
Exactly.
review on there. That'd be perfect. Or comment.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Well, cool. Well, thanks, Raheem. Appreciate
you.
your time.
Yeah, appreciate it, Tyler.